I'm back! You can't get rid of me that easily. This is MrBeast. He's known for two things, being rich and having a lot of money. MrBeast saw my video where I was complaining about YouTube while crying like a man. And somehow that inspired him to offer me a job. MrBeast wants to make his own Squid Game with 456 contestants competing for real money. And he needs me to help him kill people by literally building this machine, a turret that automatically shoots people if they break the rules or lose. This is like advanced military technology. And I know I'm an engineering god having built such machines as a boat with a gun on it and a hat with a gun on it. You just slap a gun on anything that makes a good YouTube video. But I can't build a machine like that in 3 weeks. Oh, did I forget to say that it's 3 weeks? He needs it built in 3 weeks? MrBeast, are you out of your mind? Don't worry, he's not actually hurt. It's the power of green screen. What's that? Squid Game came out over 4 months ago? Do you want to know why my video is 4 months late? Because I recorded over 8 hours of footage. It's actually more. It's like 10 hours. It's gonna be 12. I don't even want to look at it. I don't even, this is the start of my timeline. And if I keep walking all the way down the timeline, well, look at that, 7 hours. There is 7 hours. I recorded over 7 hours of video. Oh, look at this. I almost got arrested right here.
How we doing?
Good.
We gotta call that someone from this vehicle is over here like pissing.
Kevin, he found some stinky
hotel treasure.
I saw some paper under here, under the microwave, and I lifted it up and I grabbed it.
Oh my god, that's disgusting. You want some free hotel
treasure?
I don't know. I don't need any of that.
I look at 7 hours and I say no, not today. But William, you can't murder people. Obviously, real murder isn't an option. We just have to fake people's deaths the same way your parents faked their love for you. So let's kill people the same way that Netflix does it with a squib, which I happen to have here. Let me show you how it works. Inside of the box is everything you need to make it look like someone has been murdered. There's a steel air tank, an electronic solenoid valve, this hose that it fills up with blood. You put this blood in it, it's real blood. It's real blood, real blood! Putting it on is really easy. First you go like this, you put this onto this, like this. Actually, it's even easier. Then you go like this. This goes like this. Goes like this. Goes like this. Oh. It's like this. And then this goes like, oh, no, it's the, and then when you press this button, it goes like that. Okay, let's do it. Let's buy 456. $270,000. Jesus Christ, $270,000. Which to me seems like a ripoff considering that you could rebuild it for about $70 worth of parts on Amazon. Like this literal, actual sprinkler valve. See that? It's a sprinkler valve in the dirt. It looks exactly the same. Sprinkler valve, sprinkler valve. Are you wondering what I've been doing the past 4 months instead of making videos? I started a podcast called Safety Third with Nile Red and the Backyard Scientist and Alan Pan. It's very good. You should go check it out. And I made a bunch of new shirts for catwarehouse.com. Actually, I'll show you a couple of them. Just give me 1 second. Get that onto there. Actually, this is one of them. The bathroom tee. And if you have a special occasion coming up, I even have the first, oh, this one's so bad. I don't even want to say what it is. This is the first piece of formal wear I've ever made for Cat Warehouse. From a distance, you look sleek, sexy. But when you get close to the shirt, you realize that it is actually a bunch of crabs smoking crack. What shirt, if I saw it in a thrift store, would I lose it over and immediately buy? And this is what came to mind. And so I've made it, and it's not thrift store prices. Thrift store quality with regular department store prices. Okay, so I bought the same air tank as the $600 Squib. The problem is there's about 800 to 900 PSI of gas in here, and I have to get it out of there. And there's pretty much only one thing I can think of. 3, 2, 1. Why are you so far away?
I don't want to.
Why you want to get cut? You don't want to what?
I don't want to get sprayed.
You don't want to get sprayed with what? What am I gonna spray you with? That's a weird question. 2, 1.
Oh, William! It's all over me.
You think you're covered in blood? I'm absolutely drenched with blood.
Oh my god.
Wow, that works pretty well. If you want to make your own, I've got a tutorial in the second channel. Now I just gotta make 456. I need 456 of these sprinkler valves.
In the store we have only 16.
Do you think you might have a couple hundred in the back, or?
No,
Ooga booga, caveman brain. You can't just walk into a Home Depot and buy 456 of something they sell a couple of a week. What do you think every Home Depot employee keeps a sprinkler valve up their ass? They don't even have 456 employees in the continental United States. Everyone's been replaced by these self-checkout machines, or what I like to call them, old people IQ testers. There is a 0% chance we're going to source 456 of every component we need in time. And the more you think about it, the worse this idea gets, because even if you could buy all this crap, it took me 30 minutes to build one squib, which means it would take 13,680 minutes to build 456 squibs. That's 20 days building squibs for 12 hours a day, which leaves me 1 day to program the motion detection system. I'm in way over my head, but I've already taken MrBeast's money, so I'm gonna do what every good engineer should do when they can't solve a problem. Make someone else solve it. So I began recruiting a crack team of crackheads. Tommy? Why can't we hear you? Tommy? This is my friend George. He's a god-tier embedded hardware engineer. If he says it can be built in 2 days, you can take his word and then double the number of days he said. He's a little over-optimistic. Then I found Tommy and Ben by posting a $1,000 bounty on Discord to anyone who could reliably demonstrate a method for electronically bursting a plastic soy sauce packet without any moving parts.
So basically how this works is it's a small pistol primer.
And this is Harlan. His dad is John Favreau.
You know, I was watching my speedometer literally dip below the white line where you're supposed to have fuel.
Speedometer?
Oh yeah, the gas. I'm barely functioning right now, as you can see.
Welcome to the club. All right, gamers. I have called you all here today because we need to reinvent the squib. What is a squib, you might ask? I actually hope to God you don't ask that question.
What's a squib?
No!
Is that like a food or something? A local delicacy?
Oh, God, kill me. In 3 weeks, we have to deliver 456 squibs to MrBeast. We have to completely reinvent a squib from the ground up.
That sounds impossible.
Okay,
No.
that's not. I was hoping you would say yes, this is totally doable. Our squib needs to be fast to manufacture, reasonably priced, have a wireless range of over 500 feet, and most importantly, can be installed by smooth-brained contestants with minimal assistance. If there's any team in the world who can do it, it's this group of geniuses.
It got all over me and my computer.
In just under 48 hours, we had completely conceptualized a brand new squib that can be manufactured and assembled as quickly as possible.
Dang, that one splattered blood everywhere.
So I've been doing some testing on myself. It did burn me a little bit. So I think we need to add a little foam seal or something. There's a couple char marks where there shouldn't be.
The foundation is a custom printed circuit board. Thank you Altium for giving us a free software license. With a microprocessor, a radio receiver, a battery, a MOSFET, an ink packet, and a packet popper.
Yeah, we're gonna use the expressive wireless module, the WROM02.
Could you say
And
that
we have
any more boringly? Jesus Christ, George.
George,
The
the
level of enthusiasm that you first told me about this chip.
Oh,
yeah, that's gonna be hard to channel. Yeah, no. Yeah, so we got a board design done, and it's using the expressive wireless chip, and it works. And I think we can make.
Contestants will have to install the squibs themselves by placing it around their neck and under their shirt. So we ordered 10 prototype boards with 1 day turnaround. I wonder how much that cost.
It's like $3,000
to make 10 boards.
You wanted them like tomorrow.
Then I flew to George's place and we assembled the first board in only 3 hours because George chose these tiny little resistors. The little tiny black rectangles? Those are the resistors. And then we nuked it because we bought a programming cable that was labeled 3.3 volts, but it was actually 5 volts, which destroyed the prototype board. How did we buy the wrong cable? Because the website looks like this. How am I supposed to buy the right cable? How am I supposed to decipher any of this? Here it says 3.3 volts, but when you go down to the description, nowhere does it say 5 volts. Then I called them and got into a fight with the company owner who called me a moron, which is fine. But if I'm a moron, you're a giga moron. look at this! Look at this horrible website! They actually went and changed the website because me and many other people have apparently complained, but that's not enough to give me a refund. You refuse to refund me. But do you know whose website isn't terrible? The sponsor of today's video, Skillshare. Are you tired of daily struggles like surprise car bills or vet bills? Or just earlier today, I went to get a fork and there were none left. What am I gonna do? Wash these forks? No, I'm better than that. Skillshare has classes that help you solve problems, like this one to learn CAD so you can make 3D models, which is exactly what I did. I found this model of a spoon online and I used CAD to turn it into a fork, which I then printed on my 3D printer. Skillshare has thousands of classes for anyone who is looking to develop new skills. Personally, I've been watching Skillshare classes and reading books about slip casting for making custom ceramics. You can learn about almost anything, not just how to make stuff. The first 1,000 people to use the link in the description down below get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. Do you want to give an update, George? You try being host.
So we successfully got...
Louder.
We successfully got these...
You're a YouTuber now. You gotta scream at the camera.
We got the...
All right, this is the personnel module. This is what people will be wearing. It's got the wireless chip. Everything's working. How long did it take to get working?
Oh, about 12 hours, but that's not too bad.
This green board is receiving signals from that red board. And so everyone who's wearing a green board, this will all receive, all 500 of these will receive that signal. So now we have to do a range test because that's one of the biggest concerns right now is how far can the signal actually go. Oh man, it's nice and dark. This camera is so bad and low light. Like I got a green. This is our only light source. Hold it to your face.
It's using the same radio as regular Wi-Fi. But we're operating it at a much lower level, so there's actually no networking involved. So I say we go all the way to the end of the street because that's easy to locate on Google Earth, and then we just walk as far as we possibly can down this street
until the green LED stops
until
blinking.
the green LED stops blinking.
So I'll do the walking.
I'll
Who
stay.
needs more exercise?
Definitely me.
We need to measure at least 500 feet of range by tonight, and if this doesn't work, I'm calling off the entire project and telling MrBeast to pound sand.
Did it stop blinking?
Did it? No, it's still going.
Oh.
Oh, it looks like we're...
Oh no, it did stop blinking, didn't it?
This is bad. Our range test failed at 100 feet, which sucks because literally thousands of people and millions of dollars are being sunk into this project. From contestants, carpenters, filmmakers, food service, bus drivers, assistants. The scale is insane for a YouTube video. If I'm the reason it falls apart, I'm gonna crawl into a hole and die. So we did the only thing we could think of. By committing a federal crime.
Because Malaysia allows higher transmit powers because their government doesn't enforce that. So,
did we actually boost it into an illegal output range?
Yeah.
By the power of debt and a 35% APR, I summon 500 circuit boards for $20,000. That was a mistake. I'm pretty sure I've been scammed. I didn't think that paying somebody $20,000 would result in anything less than the best service you've ever received in your entire life. But when we submitted the order Friday morning, it took about 12 hours for us to realize that something was wrong because we hadn't heard back from them. And turns out that they had put a 2-week hold on the order because we asked to make the boards pink, and they were out of pink ink, and they didn't call us. We had to call them, and they actually didn't know why. They didn't know why there was a 2-week hold, so we had to talk to 3 people, and then they found out that it was the pink ink. George, they said they're out of pink ink. They said there's going to be a 2-week delay.
What colors do they have?
What colors do you guys have? They have green. They said they have green.
Just make it green then.
So we switched to green. And after switching to green, they said it would be done by today, but it's today and they're not done. And even worse, they've just told us that the assembly process where they take all the tiny little components like the resistors from earlier, put them onto a board with a machine is gonna take 2 weeks. I'm like actually throw up. Last week they told us they could get it done by this Thursday. 3 days for assembly, 3 days for making the board. And they can't assemble it. They were so much money to assemble this. The boards were supposed to be done Monday. You can pay people to do a job, but you can't pay them to give a shit. There's 6 days till Squid Game, and I think we're actually pretty screwed. I don't know entirely what to do. I have like 12 hours to find another company that can assemble the board. There's like an 80% chance that this whole project doesn't happen. This is a nightmare. I'm in Colorado now, which I was not planning on doing. Things are not going well. How did Casey Neistat do this shit? It's cringe. Somehow it's now my job to solve a problem that a large company I just paid $20,000 to solve can't solve. Thanks for the ride. And now I have to film your face. So you just moved in today?
Moved all my stuff in today.
Well, thanks for letting me stay at your house that you just moved into.
Of course.
But I found this small company called Colorado PCB Assembly. You are Aaron.
Hi.
You're saving the day.
I'm here to save the day.
And how did you figure out who I was?
As soon as I hung up with you, he said, Is that William Osmond? Do you know who that is? Mom. And
That's insane.
And I heard all these stories about dogs eating hot dogs and getting controlled with robots.
Yeah.
So
Oh, hey.
Hello.
Whoa.
Hello.
Hi.
Leia.
Yeah.
You guys are saving us right now.
you're the reason that I will not eat Rice Krispie treats.
You actually made it?
No, with my friends. It was like so.
Oh my god, you lunatic.
We could tell this was an emergency project.
Panic. At around 10 p.m., the circuit boards arrived at the shop. 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 week of trauma? I don't know. Oh my god, yes. I'm so relieved right now. This is so many boards. You're gonna solder every single one by hand.
No. He is.
You're gonna solder every single one by hand.
He is right there.
You're gonna solder every single. Are you playing games?
Yes.
Except for the fact that they weren't routed properly because they're supposed to have these notches cut out. There's no changing it at this point, but screw it. I'm gonna call them anyways. We have prototype boards from you guys that have the notches cut out, but the main run with 500 boards doesn't have the notches cut out.
Yeah, I don't know what I don't know what to tell you there.
Now that's a phone call with a man who's tried nothing and is all out of ideas. And then I realized this is only half of our boards. This is 260. They still owe us 230. It's the pile of boards is so big that we thought it was all 500. Did you think it was 500?
I did.
Did you think it was 500?
I thought it was 500.
You think it was 500?
I still think it's 500.
Harlan let me borrow his car. He had to go to work. So I'm sitting in front of a Starbucks right now waiting to meet with Erin. She's going to show me that there's a problem.
I thought I'd show you our problem with DigiKey.
Each one is in its own bag.
All by itself.
This is bad because assembly is done by a pick-and-place machine, which is designed to load components from long tape strips.
So they're going to take each one out of the bag. We're going to use an old reel from something that we used to have.
So how much time does this add? Like an entire day, probably?
Yeah.
I'm just sitting in a parking lot in a town I've never been to before, in front of a Home Depot, and I'm just waiting. I don't even have a plane ticket. I'm supposed to fly to North Carolina tomorrow. I don't even have a plane ticket because I don't know. I don't know. I was going to fill my suitcase up with as many boards as I could and then fly to North Carolina. I'm really stressed. I don't think I've been this stressed in a long time. I'll let you know what happens tomorrow. Or tonight. No more waiting. I've got the first set of boards. I've got my laptop. I've got the programming jig. I've got 3 populated boards. I've got a AA battery pack providing power because my jerry-rigged FTDI connector is 5 volts. It's connected via USB to the computer, and I'm about to paste a script. I hit enter, and then all of a sudden, it's working, and it's programming. We're programming the first board that was assembled on a pick-and-place machine. Hit 100, hit 100, hit 100, hit 100. I am shaking right now because I've literally been sitting in the car for 12 hours. This green light on the board means the boost converter is working, and I was able to program the board. I think I'm gonna throw up right now. The relief.
Hand wash.
Yes. Wow, that was so fast.
It's
I'm confused. Like, it took 10 times longer to set the machine up
Yes.
than it did to actually make the board. We still don't have all our components or boards. We only had enough parts to make 130 circuits. Here's our assembly line. We've got a junior over here on the, what do you call this?
This is the depaneler.
You're hand soldering the through-hole battery holder. And you did these pretty fast. I think we've almost gone through what, like almost done 100, and then the pack is getting glued down. And then here's the pile of boards that are waiting for me. I'm uploading a test program to each one just to make sure they work because we still haven't written the final code. It's Friday. 3 days left until Squid Game. My flight to MrBeast headquarters leaves in an hour. Inside of my suitcase are 130 Squid PCBs and 1 pair of underwear. I had to remove most of my clothes. This is a fifth.
Is this a fifth? Is 100 boards? How are the rest of them getting there?
I don't know. I haven't figured that part out yet. And that's if the rest are even finished. There's a chance these are the only squibs we have for MrBeast Squid Game. So I got on my flight, and when I landed, I rented a van. Oh, it's got some power. That's it. That's my update for right now. There's 2 days left until Squid Game. I finally got more than 4 hours of sleep last night, and I accidentally set off one of the igniters in the hotel room. Welcome to the van. The team is starting to arrive at the airport, and I'm picking them up in the giant van, which I'm kind of becoming a fan of. This thing is really useful. I don't know what I'm gonna do if the rest of the boards don't show up tonight.
I think they will. I think they're in good hands.
I think they will too, but if they don't, I don't know what I'm gonna do. We arrived at MrBeast's office and started exploring around before setting up in one of the portables out back there. That's right, they gave us our very own portable mobile home, basically. But MrBeast's team is anxious to see a functioning squib, so Tommy volunteered. Right now, Tommy is going to put on the detonator.
And blow myself up?
We're doing the first test live for the customer. How does that make you feel, knowing that this is the first time we've ever actually tested this?
Oh, you know, super confident.
All right, you're not.
Very
all right.
confident.
So you put that in. I'm gonna line it up. Oh yes! It like squirted out. Oh my god, that was so much better than I ever could have imagined. Yeah.
That's actually piss.
There's still 2 long nights ahead of us, and I knew we were gonna need a lot of help, so I called in a small army to help us assemble and test boards. This is the Low Gang Army. Alan, what's the plan?
We're gonna play Magic the Gathering. I brought 2 decks. One of them is a night-themed one, the other one is pirates and dinosaurs. Yeah, I brought 2 decks.
Oh, we can play then. The unicorn does 3 damage to these pirates.
You have any idea what's going on?
I'm a wizard. Yeah, he's a wizard.
And then something amazing happened. All 500 boards showed up. Cover me in boards. Colorado PCB Assembly has literally saved this project. The small family-owned company stepped in when a giant corporation failed us. So we had 3 people fly out with their suitcases filled with circuit boards. George and Harlan are rushing to finish the firmware. How is the programs?
Well, I do,
Good.
but it drops to like.
Still have bugs,
Yeah. Oh, it's a team of
but
How's the app?
It's good. I'm handling like if the server gets disconnected.
And then you just sitting there? And everyone else started ramping up production of igniters and the paper backing plates, all which need to be made by hand.
What am I supposed to do here?
More igniters.
I'm here to cut igniters. or you can say the boards are done. Or whatever.
I mean,
what is it? This is it. It's us trying to tell Nigel what to do for a bit, and then that's what goes in this stupid video because that's how it works.
I'll redo it.
No, it's too late. We got a lot done, but the code still isn't finished, and we haven't started making any of the 456 boards. There's literally 24 hours left to assemble everything. We didn't finish what we were supposed to, but we'll do it in the morning.
integration hell is called integration hell for a reason.
Someone get their stopwatch. We're gonna measure the 0 to 60.
3, 2, 1, go!
All right, we're 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
All right, we got 9.4.
Yeah! One day left until Squid Game, and the next morning with a fresh brain, George was able to fix the bug, and we've got 10 squibs working to go and demonstrate on the main playing field. All right, do 7. All right.
I call that a success.
But there was a problem with the app.
Yeah, what's going on right now?
All right. So we're testing like end to end from the app over to the board, the computer to the board, transmitting to this and to detonation. I'm gonna eliminate it. Didn't work.
I can't believe I filmed that. How humiliating. God, this is embarrassing.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
It's his fault.
This is the second app integration test. It's gonna go very well. They're arguing with each other, but I believe in them.
I actually don't think this one's gonna work. So we're gonna arm it.
Why are we filming this then?
He's just trying to avoid.
I don't think this. Yeah, it doesn't work. I told you.
Well, that's your fault.
It is this one's my fault. I'm gonna choose player 1. I'm gonna eliminate them.
I'm gonna breathe it. It smells so good. The smell, the sweet smell of success. Alan, did you believe in us the whole time?
Well, you know it's not done, right? Like we're still not done. You know that, right?
That's pretty close to done though.
10 boards?
10 is 500. We're not anywhere close to done. We're driving right now to do a demonstration, and George and Harlan are finishing code in the back seat, and we still have to, tonight, basically, after this demo, come back and make 500 squibs. Wow. This is insane. Who are we demoing to? There's nobody here. They called us in to do a demo, but they're not ready for a demo yet. They're just showing us around, and we shouldn't be here. We should be working on the squibs. While we were waiting, we decided to do a range test. We've set up the transmitter behind the creepy doll and doing a walk around the entire perimeter while checking the board's blinking lights. Look at, it's all working. And then we did a demonstration for MrBeast. All right,
So you're not gonna tell me how to use
no,
it.
he is number 7.
I hate that guy, so this will be fun. I hit eliminate. Stop racing. This is fun. We're having fun. Okay.
Did you see that? There were sparks flying out from the squib. There are not supposed to be sparks coming out from the squib.
So I'm gonna double check where the fuses are.
We ran a couple of tests and realized that the igniters weren't sealing properly, which is a really easy change to make once we get back.
Oh, that was great. I just got rocked by MrBeast.
It's now 10 p.m. Squid Game starts in exactly 8 hours. So we're gonna have to stay up all night attaching all the components onto the circuit board to form the final MrBeast squid.
The final assembly line is set up. We've got it all written on the board. We've got the first station. No, that's not supposed to be it. All right.
I am station 1 and 2. Grab the board from the box, program it. Then I pass it to Harlan.
You're doing boost
Plug
converter
it into
test?
my jig, set it in, make sure that it eliminates appropriately, make sure that the MOSFET is connected properly, uneliminate it so that we can install the match without it detonating.
Yeah.
Hand it over, that's number 6.
I put the stickers on. I think I need to put this through here. And I've never actually done this before in my entire life, but I've been told to push this down.
Yeah,
we got a continuity tester here. Oh,
Bingo.
baby boy means go!
All right, then Tommy.
Pass it off to Tommy. There you go.
I take the bag of piss and I rubber band it to this, but then Tommy didn't do his part, so then he does his part, and then I do that, and then what do you do?
I put a battery in, but I gotta make sure the plus goes to the plus and the minus goes to the minus side. And then I hand it over to Reggie.
What do you do?
I tape in the middle, and then I tape the board.
You know, I've noticed something.
Yeah?
As we go down the line, the jobs get dumber and dumber and dumber. Nigel, what are you doing?
I put these strings on.
I put the numbers on
the bag.
the bags, and then I put a battery in.
What the hell are you doing?
I print numbers.
If you're wondering why they used yellow dye, I don't know. It was not my idea. You get demonetized if you use red, and MrBeast wanted yellow. It looks like piss. I get it. It looks like piss. We said it looks like piss. Everybody knows it looks like piss, but they still picked piss color.
All right, where is it? Where is it? Where's number 100?
It's 1:30 a.m.
It's one. Oh,
Bro, what the fuck?
Wait, so what does that mean? How many hours have each board been?
1.5 per minute.
1.5 per minute?
We have 4 hours left at this pace.
Correct.
So we should finish at 5:30 ideally.
How do you feel?
Hey, we're way ahead.
How do you feel? You've been looking over kind of grouchy over here.
I have 20 minutes until I start getting cranky.
You're already cranky. Tommy, how do you feel?
Well, he's having a breakdown in the corner.
Oh, there he is.
All right, what's going on here?
I want to, and then zoom in, die.
258.
For how many things have gone wrong during this project, everything is starting to go right. It's very late, but everything's coming together.
Drawing dicks on the board with hot glue. Welcome to hell.
Will, what board you got in there in your hands?
I don't know, but I want to die.
4, 5, 6.
That's how many people are in Squid Game.
Wow, what a coincidence. Finish the board. Finish the board. Nar, do not do this in slow motion.
Good.
That's it. Put it in.
This place is a disaster. Look at the floor. Look at that.
Oh god.
Look, it's horrible. Look at the gross lanyards everywhere.
Yeah. Oh my god, he looks dead. He looks dead. Kevin, are you alive?
Kevin, look at the camera and hiss.
Oh, look at that. Thanks, Kevin.
We finished with literally minutes to spare. Actually, that's a lie. We finished with 0 time to spare. We actually finished with negative time to spare and just got lucky because the production hadn't started yet. 456 of something is a lot. It's way more than your brain even realizes.
This table is just under half the boards that we packaged up last night.
And on top of all that, we had to program 100 iPhones with the Kill app.
100 programmed iPhones.
But there was just one small problem.
Oh no, Kevin.
We have 100 phones.
The contestants are literally minutes away from putting their squibs on and installing the battery. I am so nervous. What are they gonna do? Explode when they put the batteries in? Probably. I don't know. We made them in like 3 weeks. What else would happen? You think they're gonna work? We've never tested it at scale. The most we've done at the same time is 10. Like, are you kidding me? We're just gonna slap these things on people and pray they work?
Yes, that's exactly what we're gonna do.
And you know what? When people put their batteries in, nothing happened except 4 of them exploded. I don't know. I still don't know why. But it doesn't matter because a 2% failure rate is amazing. 456 and only 2% failed. Are you kidding me? We have like 50 extra. Every single pink suit has one of the iPhones, and they're going to be watching the entire field for movement after Mr. Breast yells red light.
You know, this is basically a miracle that's happened, right?
I can't believe it's gotten this far. And
Like
this,
we literally did
last
all
minute.
like the full integration of our own stuff that was supposed to be done by someone else.
Yeah. If this doesn't work, I'm just gonna
cry.
I'm just gonna type my own number in.
And once the challenge started, we had no idea what was happening.
Okay, they just did the first red light. Oh god. Is it working?
I don't know.
Our only reference was the TV monitors. We couldn't tell if the squibs were exploding or not because the cameras were too wide until we finally saw that people's squibs were exploding exactly when they were supposed to.
We did it.
We did it.
This was one of the craziest experiences in my entire life. It worked. And after disarming all the boards, I decided to treat everyone to something really nice.
Is the McRib back?
Yes, it is. Would you like the meal or just the McGrill?
How many
How many of those McRibs you
How
got?
many McRibs can we order?